Hi, Dr. Joyner. Thanks for giving me one final opportunity to express my perspective of this semester and kind of go over my reflection of how the rest of the semester went. So with that, I'll go ahead and dive into the first question that you wanted us to think about. So my overall experience with food engineering has definitely been challenging, but very worthwhile. I'm very glad that this course is part of our food science curriculum, and I feel like this class has taught me how to think about problems in a more effective way and exposed me to important engineering concepts that will occur in the food industry. I'm very satisfied with my learning in this course and where my grade currently is. I am at a low A right now, which I definitely believe expresses the difficulty of the class and the amount of work that goes into it. The overarching concept of engineering is that input does equal output, so I believe that my input plus the difficulty of the material definitely equals the output, which is my grade in the course and my understanding. I definitely have worked really hard to try to learn as best as I can and achieve the grade that I want, and I believe that my output does reflect that amount of work I've put in. And so with that, I do believe that I followed through with my intentions from my midterm reflection assignment. I made sure that I took each assignment very seriously and put in my best quality work to make sure I really understood it and that I gave you quality work as well. So this did work for my grade. It did improve from midterms, which brought me to an A by the end of the semester. And so my team definitely grew in functionality throughout the semester. It got a lot better. My relationships with my teammates improved, and we began to understand each other a little bit better. Our performance, on the concept checks definitely began to improve as well. Because of that, we kept in touch with each other to work on midterm assignments, to work on the exams, and to work on lab reports even for the 433 lab. So we had a rocky start. It took us a while to kind of get to know each other and each other's strengths and weaknesses, but once we did, our team became very cohesive by the end of the semester. There's one thing I could change about what I did during the class. It would definitely be to take better notes during class. You did upload the slides for us, which was fantastic, but the slides were not quite as in-depth as the in-class slides, understandably. You want us to attend class and everything. And it would have been nice to have had that information at home when I was working on exams and assignments and homework, things like that. And Dr. Joyner, you did mention some really helpful facts and advice and information about the course material during class that I wish I would have written down, because a lot of what you said did become, for example, multiple choice questions and things that popped up on the exam, so I wish I would have had that written down on my end. And there is one thing, if there is one thing I learned that helped me better understand food engineering concepts, it was definitely the problem-solving method. You did emphasize this heavily at the beginning of the semester, and it really did work. It did help me solve engineering problems and prevent me from becoming overwhelmed by them, especially those lengthy word problems. It helped me break down problems into the necessary information that I needed to solve the problem without, like I said, becoming overwhelmed. And if there's one topic I wish I would have had the opportunity to spend more time on, I would definitely choose fluid flow. It's a very heavy topic, and there's a lot that goes into it, and I understand that most engineering majors spend a whole semester on just fluid flow as a class. It's a very important concept for food processing, and there's many parts of it that's easy to get lost in. It's, like I said, a very heavy topic. It would have been really cool to have a better understanding of this. It is also partially my fault that I don't understand it very well, because I did miss an entire week of fluid flow because of me being absent for my conference meet in Houston. So it is partially my fault, like I said, but it would have been a great topic to slow down on for all of us to be able to digest, to really get as much as we can out of it. And finally, I believe that the material in this class will be very helpful in my future career as a food scientist. If I go into quality management, product development, or even food safety, it's going to be really important that I understand these concepts, including heat transfer, fluid flow, and other topics, in order to maximize profit and efficiency in the plant that I might be working in and keep food safe for consumers, and also be able to speak the language of the engineers who come in and work on the processing line and things like that. So with that being said, thanks for letting me reflect on the assignment one final time. It's been a real pleasure getting to work with you this year, Dr. Joyner, in your classes, and I am very satisfied with the learning that you've been able to provide for me. So thanks again, and that's all I have.